And greetings everybody, and welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with myself. Yes, we're back here, Jamaica Plain, as you know. Ooh, such a nice view. Yeah, thank you very much everybody who chipped in on the last couple of episodes. I've taken some very cool suggestions from you guys, and I'll definitely be putting those into practice. I've suggested naming some of the Minutemen and settlers after subscribers, which I fully plan on doing. So if you have suggestions for names of Minutemen, please drop them down below. Just needs a first name and a last name. I'll be happy to give you credit right at the beginning. I'll let you know. I'll let you know who suggested them. So yeah, you guys can chip in on the episodes too now. Hey, who knew? Also, I really need to get some thumbnails. I don't know, maybe a introduction or I don't know, some kind of intro going. So yeah, if anyone's able to help me out with those, perfect. Because I have about the art skills of a pregnant hippo. I can barely hold a pencil straight, let alone design a thumbnail. So yeah, if you guys have got like a Fiverr or something going, I'm not expecting anyone to do something for free, but hey, we'll see what happens. So yes, here we are at Jamaica Plain on our urban garden project. The houses up here, that's all been done. Now there is somebody I do need to credit at the beginning here. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe, helps me out, and I won't bore you with the rest, because you know. Okay, so I must credit a certain person here, which is ShadowsR77. Now, you made a comment suggesting Shadows and Rainbows mod, which I couldn't find anywhere, I'll be honest with you. But you did also recommend MDE Hotchpotch, which is a really, really lovely collection of decals, barriers, extra furniture, all kinds of stuff, including these fantastic consoles here, which comes into a few great suggestions I've had, which I think will, well, it's gonna be pretty amazing once I set it up. I won't leak too much on it because that is a secret. But it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, it comes with tons and tons of desks, consoles, decorations. You can even have an entire set of vehicles, like monorails and trains, which open up the possibility of creating a home in like a subway station or something like that. Yes, you got these monorails. Does that not look absolutely awesome? You can even put the windows in. You got the Nuka monorail too. This is definitely opened up a lot of possibilities. So thank you very much for the suggestion on that. We will create something cool out of this. I haven't got any different varieties of buses though, so that's down on that. However, do have all the metal windows, so I could actually metal plate these buses down there. But I'm not going to do that for now. But yeah, there's all kinds in here, so thank you very much for that. I also installed CVC, which is special kind of wasteland stuff. And these things are from washing lines to boarded up garages to bridges and, you know, wasteland furniture. You know, this is going to create some really good thematical stuff for some of our other settlements, so there is always that. But what we're going to be doing today is working on the next instalment of houses, and we're going to be setting up the foundation, just the foundation. We're not going to be, you know, decking them all out all today, but I do want to get this district kind of highlighted and have a good structure of where to go. So we have a store, one house, 3 houses. So we're going to have 2 here. We're simply going to rebuild the architecture that's there. Then we're going to have another house here, so it's 3. Then 4, 5 and 6. So this 6th house will be right on the edge here. We'll need to put in another defensive position up here. Some debris. And I have kind of come up with an idea, with the help of my girlfriend, over what to do with that housing bit on the other end of the church, which I will get onto shortly. Nevertheless, let's start with up here. I already tried to lay out some spacing here. I've scrapped the driveway that goes up and replaced it with a retaining wall. I'm going to put, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to put in here, but maybe a little sitting area, which will be quite a nice touch. Ugh. Excuse me, it's late in the day. Okay, so this house here is part of the pre-combines. So yeah, my new motto, Oliver S. Breaking pre-combines since 2019. Ooh, that's kind of bad. That's a lot worse than I expected it was going to be. But it was a very big structure, so we'll see what happens when we work with it. Yeah, this is going to be hard to position because all the pre-combines are broken now. Right, so we're going to have 3 houses, this one included. So we're going to use this one. And I'm going to put in the frame for this house. Yeah, I want those windows towards the front. So we'll have that as the frame. Needs to be ever so slightly rotated. You know what, I think this can come back a little bit. I don't want it to encroach on this corner house too much. I mean, this corner house is going to need some pretty good TLC, considering that the ground is probably going to completely mess it up. A bit like the parochial house did. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Let's try and line that up with the other house. Excellent. Now, one of these houses, I think, is going to have this. Yeah, I think one of these can get the add-on room. That was my phone, by the way, not yours. Yeah, the issue I have here is that quite a bit of the terrain dips. So I'm going to have to blend it a little bit. So I pull it back just by a touch, like that. Then we'll put the wall plug in. Move the add-on room out of here for a moment. We do have the whitewood connector. Yeah, the steps will come up and they'll just essentially brick wall, no pun intended, straight into there, which isn't really my intention. What I want is some kind of entryway. No. Can I get a small foundation? No, that is way too big. That's more like it. Problem is, it doesn't snap. Look at all these broken pre-com lines. Looks good though. Right. Okay. So I think that needs to be lined up like that. Now, walls. Alright, that is the wide one. We want standard. What does that look like? I think I've pretty much nailed that, which is great. The back wall can be some windows. To be fair, I think I only want the one. Okay, we'll probably need to put in a quarter wall. Oh great, so the quarter wall doesn't snap, but the half wall does. That's fine. We'll have to deal with that as we come along. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to stand really far back to get all this in shot because of the pre-combines. I didn't quite expect it to be that bad, but it is. Cool, so you come in this door, this is your entranceway. What I will do is put the prefab connector in, like that. Yes, you come straight in, straight round, and you're in. The wall over here needs to be a full size, probably a wide wall. Or perhaps not. Okay, so it's going to have to be a standard. Let's put some more windows in here. And then we plop in some steps. So we'll have to put the steps here. Yes, people can go up the steps onto this level of the house. They'll have that room potentially for a bedroom. Oh wow, that's pretty much a perfect fit. I'm not sure I've actually got one which would be a perfect fit for this. Do I now? I do. Cool. And that one will fit there, with the exception it needs to be 0.1 tricked. Excellent. Need some small steps to come up into it. So under that small town kit, decks and add-ons. Oops. The problem with this is it's only one way. That's it. Okay, so you got those steps there. Now under the full walls we're going to need the wooden wall caps. Put these on the corners. Damn, this is going to be the bane of my life, isn't it? Cool. So go into the house, top level. Now, it's quite customary to have the two windows up front from the kind of build style that we've done. I'm sorry if you can hear noise, by the way. It's very, very windy outside again, so I don't know. I mean, it's getting a bit weird. We've woken up to, you know, World War III, pretty much. There we go. Have another bay window, so you can be nosy and look out into the neighbourhood if you really want to. And I think having... Oh, damn, that was an interior wall, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I want walls, but I want wood walls. Standards. There you go. I don't think it would be a bad idea to have a couple of windows, so we'll space those out. 1 and 2. Like that. Yeah, definitely need a quarter wall there. You know, I think this might actually be better off as a bathroom than anything. Because that's so close to the next house. I think you'd have probably a small half window in the middle here. Yeah, half window. I'd say a half window here. What a strange place to snap to. Okay, we'll go with that. Go with it on the outside edge. We need to put the half wall in here, a half wall in here, half wall in here, and then a standard at the back here. And I would say the same here, but we don't. We don't do the same here. Yeah, that is one thing that's a bit odd, is because I haven't used the recognised pieces. It causes a bit of a discrepancy. I mean, that is still 1.5, so it's technically one wide wall. So now let's do... Okay, it's not going to snap where I need it to be, I don't think. Oh, no, it will. And then we can put in that wall there. Actually, we can actually give this place 2 bedrooms. Like that. And then you've got one person with a bedroom there. This person's going to have a very small bedroom, but they still will have a bedroom nonetheless. Like that. So these people can actually have their privacy. Well, that's what you call upper tier living, right? Fantastic. So we've got a bathroom and 2 bedrooms. Oh, here we go. Wow. That was one hella powerful robot. Well, that thing had a lot of stuff on it. And now I'm over encumbered. How cool is that? Cheers. Alright, so let's get back to that. Why does that look like it's so much bigger? Yeah, we want this to match all the way around. So we want wood pipes, wood poles on this end, and then we want the dark wood where the rest of it meets. That is... So that's more green wood than anything. We want this darkened wood. As you can see, working with pre-broken pre-combines isn't ideal. If you're thinking of doing this in your own settlements, do it with great caution. And if you're not in that case, don't do it at all. Right, so that's one property. Now, in terms of a roof, these ones are pre-made, and these will fit this section of roof. If I can just get it to bleed and snap. This stuff is hard to get to snap, which is half the problem with it. Don't tell me I'm going to have to do this part manually as well, because putting the roof on is a pain in the arse in the best of times. Alright, I'm just going to do it manually, because fuck Fallout 4. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the arse. Let me get a temporary scaffolding up there. The things I do for these ungrateful settlers. Okay, so bring the wood here flush to the other one. Wow, did I actually just nail that? I think I might have done. Yeah, I think I nailed it. Which will be a big surprise, but hey, there's a first time for everything, right? Right, now will you snap to a roof? There you go. What's that looking like this end? Ooh. Okay, the roof is a touch off. I'd say that's pretty close. I think that's pretty much as spot on as we're going to get that. Now, how are we going to do the next roof, you might ask? I mean, this is too small to be an add-on room, which is a problem. However, it is wide enough for the add-on room recognised roof. So if I can put it in place. Oh, I get a feeling that's not actually wide enough, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh no, that's too far away. I need to bring it closer. That's pretty good. But what does it look like over here? See, it blends straight in. So even though the roof is not made for it, it blends. Will it blend? That is the question. God, I remember that show from when I was a little kid. I say little kid, I was a teenager at the time. A rebellious arsehole of a teenager. So we'll snap in a couple of these. That roof already has a ceiling, so just make sure it's not poking out. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's not poking out the front. No, that's fine. So that is one house. That is actually annoying me though. Having the windows not split like that. I can't be dealing with that. So I'm going to swap it over because that's annoying. Don't even care if it's going to mess with the layout. I need that and that. And then we need a half wall across here. Much better. The front of the house now looks at least somewhat self-respecting. Still don't know what to do here though. But yeah, I can actually live with that. Decorations. Wall decorations. We of course want our Minuteman flag. To show these guys are patriotic. So, you know, show some patriotism. Make it look like it's hanging from the windows. Nice one. Oh. Now, to give me a break from those pre-combines, I'm going to build here now. Right. So I know we have the two buildings that are put together. I mean, this is hard-coded into the building. And that's a different style, but we're going for a uniform style. So if I delete this, that's the whole house frame. Yuck. Okay, so we've got planks to scrap here. Yeah, scrap the planks. Okay, so under the snappy builds, small house kits, we can simply use a frame. We should have the door on the right and windows at the back, and that should snap straight back in with a nice fresh window as well. This house window can go away, and we will replace that with a bay window in white. Like that. The house stairs are perfect. I mean, we'll obviously get rid of this ghoul that's on the stairs and all the bits in between. Papers. Now, I think the problem with these ghouls, a lot of this being pre-rendered, is that these ghouls will respawn. So what I'm going to do is delete them with the disable command, because I think that then stops them coming back permanently. Just looking for where the stairs would have been in this house. In fact, I don't think it would have had any stairs, if I think about it, because these two houses are linked. They're not going to be here, they're going to be individual housing. So all of this needs to go away. TV as well. Yep, disable that. Disable that. Take the burnt magazines. My floor is vibrating at the moment, and I don't know if it's because there's a passing train or my neighbour downstairs just being noisy. Only time will tell, right? So we scrap these papers, store the rug. The chessboard can be scrapped. Yeah, the burnt books I would say might be useful. They're not, but they could be. This roof needs to go as well. The house window can be scrapped. All of this comes as standard. Oh my god, I'm completely trashing the precoms. But that's never stopped me before, so why should it now? So then I can use the upper frames to then rebuild it. Standard bay windows. And now we can replace the floorboards. Ooh. Okay, that's not going to take away the stairs. This floor is pretty much, you know, pristine, so we can just simply put these down. Actually, let me get rid of this. Don't know why that looks like it's coming through. It shouldn't be. Oh no. It doesn't match exactly. Okay, I might have to do this manually. Okay. This is going to have to be put down very, very manually. Right, so let's focus on putting in the floor here. Thanks very much, Fallout 4. Okay, so if I put this in here, why is it snapping all the way over there? It shouldn't be. That's just way too big. That is concrete, which we don't want. So if I put this down, the wood grain follows the wrong direction. And I don't want this bright white wood. Okay, that has the beams underneath going right to left. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring this across like so. Then we will point one trick it like that. Is there one that is double-sided wood? Like that. Yeah, that should look fine under here. Yeah. Brilliant. That looks construction worthy, in my opinion. It's now 76F. That is the bit we want to disable. Piece of fridge door. Right. So if we put in the upper parts, got the two windows evenly spaced, probably a quarter, a window, a quarter, window, quarter. That still wouldn't quite match the whole number of units, but there's only one way to find out. So let's put a quarter. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I have to? Okay. It's not going to snap to any of this, is it? No, of course it's not. Can I put in a full-size piece or a half-size piece? Yes, yes I can. So we'll put a quarter, then a quarter. We'll remove that. Move that piece back. Quarter. Yeah, that would not work. But all we can do is just tuck the windows a bit closer. Like that. Right, and what does this make up? Is this full size? No, that looks like a 3/4 wall to me. So let's put in a half, then the quarter, then a large upper bay window. There we go, that matches. Back to the wood walls and standard size. Of course, that's not going to work, so we need to put in like that. Then we can put in the window. Then a window, then a quarter wall. Excellent. And this wall across here will just be bog standard. Excellent. And finally, the roof, which I have a feeling is not going to fit. At least not without a fight, anyway. No, of course it's not going to fucking fit, is it? There's a question, though. If I put in... Let's just say I put this in. Would it now fit? Because there's a floor in it. Yes. Yes, it would. Part of me wants to put in a third story, but I don't honestly think it will be necessary. So we'll stick with it as it is. Great. And of course, this wall down here will be separate. So we just want a bog standard wall to fit in there. So we have another abode just there, which has been successfully rebuilt. Oh, doesn't that look a lot nicer? And of course, it needs its wall caps. Just going to move them to line up just that little bit better. Uh-oh.
How many bullets I got left? Shit!
Oh, you've got plenty. Shut up, you. What are they all aiming at?
Got company.
Oh, you guys. Nice one. Ah, all the guys with the AK-47s won. My god, the frame rate gets poor at that end of town now. Strangely, this side of the town has no pre-combines left, but for whatever reason, I don't get frame rate issues too much over here. On the other hand, I get pretty bad ones elsewhere. Now that is too big. And that's too small. How random. Is that really not going to snap anywhere there? I mean, even if I shrink it, it's not going to match the proportions there. What we'll do instead is we'll cover it. Yeah, so I put a new one over top and then line a new one over top of that. Yeah, that's it. Come on out. that needs to be closed. There we go. Right, this corner needs a post as well. The middle of the building does not. This corner, however, does. Great, so that is done. Okay, so this house frame isn't built the same way as the others. It's just built different. Ooh. That's not good. Okay. I really hope this works. Oh yeah, can I get the door on the other side? Left hand, right hand. But that's two doors. Left hand door, right hand door. Well, opposite side anyway. Okay. Okay, it does match. Though we do have this slightly annoying gap down the side. This cracked piece can go. And this cracked piece can go. We'll stick these walls in. I mean, down here is going to be quite dark, all things considered. So we need a standard wood wall in like that. Excellent. The stairs can be much the same as the other house. Yeah, much same as the other house. Except this one's actually going to be built properly. This dead ghoul can go away. Sorry guys, but Ken Standish and Tanya Standish, you have been dead here for long enough. So sorry about this, but you're gone now. Okay, there are some planks left over from the previous build. Yep, ghoul ambush can go. I mean, we've moved in now. There's no ghouls to ambush us. That floor can go. This floor needs tearing out, and so does that one, leaving us with a fresh floor. That can also go, and that leaves us free to put in the upstairs frame. Excellent. And of course it needs the wide flooring. Nice. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did before. We'll stick the roofing on top. Cheers. Let's just turn that so the wood grain is going the correct direction. I'm not going to put a window here because that might encroach on the house that I'm going to put in next door. Ooh. I don't have upstairs things here. I'll tell you what though, I can put it in and then wallpaper over it later. Yeah, I'll just wallpaper over that later. And over this one too. So these two are just very quick builds, as it were. Very quick and very cheap, but they do look a lot nicer now they've been restored, and they'll look a lot nicer than the crappy old prefabs would have done. Let's just make sure we do the job properly. Just going to look for... No, it's not that one. I believe it's this. Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's just because it's too far forward. Up a touch more. There we go, so that roof's in. This one here is broken, so we'll put in a new deck roof. That matches up perfectly. Excellent. So that is another 2 house foundations restored. As I say, we haven't furnished any of these, but we've put them down. We've finalised it. Oh, that looks kind of ugly. I'm sure we can fill that in off camera and sort that out. Ah, the lack of window shutters. I'm going to have to sort that out at some point. Oh, more gunfighting. Wow, did you just see that guy? Oh, come on, it's a dog. Nice try, guys, but no cigar. I don't know why I'm suddenly no longer over encumbered. I don't recall putting anything down. Look how far I can run with that AP. Charles O'Banion is so overpowered. Right, now we've got this house to sort out. And I think I'm going to break the trend. I think I might just build it similar to this one, because if we have 2 floors on it, we might be able to do more with it. Okay. So let us disable this. Oh, now that is a nasty pre-combine. Oh. Ouch. Okay, let's see what we can do with it. So let's just put this down as a placeholder. I mean, this alleyway kind of useless. So I might line it up with that. Let's just raise it up over that retaining wall. I wonder, yeah. I mean, this back alley heads to nowhere. What's to say we couldn't put a terraced row of 4 here? So if I tuck this right here, the issue I have is that if I don't put the houses together, there's just going to be this super ugly, really dumb dip in between, which makes no sense. So I think we can remove this retaining wall and this set of steps and this sidewalk and leave the area completely barren, and we can put another house against this one. So those two have the doors furthest away, so let's do that. So I want door on the right and windows behind. Okay. So very carefully line those up. The house needs to be a few inches back. That retaining wall can go. That retaining wall can go. So can that. But I will bring the house up to the level of this decking here. Like that. Now if we put in another house, I think we can actually cheat with this. If we put the plug in the middle, then put the house in, I reckon. So I want windows with house. Oh no, just windows. Just windows with door on this side. There we go. And I can cheat by putting it here. And if we put enough stuff in front of this, I think the pre-combine issue will be barely visible. This retaining wall can now disappear. I think, however, these properties will need to be ever so slightly higher. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay, now we can copy the decking. That is a corner decking. That's the decking we want. What have we got under here? That is some dark wood decking, some dark filler. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same piece. it's obviously just a little bit lower than what we have here, because this deck has to be higher to match the terrain. Cool. Okay, the decking roof has got this white wood on it. I mean, granted, it will be a touch higher. Okay, so that's the end cap. However, the posts will probably be a better port of call to add first. The problem is I can never find the right place to put these. Are you guys done yet?
I'm gonna be sick.
Christ, can't you kill things quicker? Right, where was I? Post snap to the add-on floors and the railings to the posts. Okay, well, as we've just figured out, that ain't gonna fucking work. Because this side doesn't like to snap where I need it to snap. Okay, so I'm going to have to mess with you again. Let's see how it is. Okay, so that is that side. That's this side. Very carefully ease it into position. Cool. See, this annoys me. I know I appreciate it's supposed to have. It's supposed to have a bit of an add-on to the deck. I believe it's this. Are you guys seriously not done with the fight over there? Alright. I'm going to have to do this manually as well. Okay. See how it is? You don't want to make my life too much easier, do you? There you go. Try and brute force that, my friends. Yes, the pattern is slightly off. Am I concerned enough to change it? No. No, I'm not. I have a feeling I just need to pop this down. Yeah. Of course I do. Okay, so how come you now no longer snap to anything apart from that? Okay. Just manual positioning. I see how it is. Well, I don't think you... Again, why does the roof not match? Why does the roof not match at all? Where does this finish? It finishes right on the column. 4 pieces, finishes right on the column. Why does this not finish right on the column? The measurements are exactly the same. Why doesn't it finish? How close are these? These columns don't touch. They're not overlapping in any way. My columns are not overlapping in any way. So why does one match and the other doesn't? I don't understand. I seriously don't understand that bit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not overlapping in any way whatsoever. But this one doesn't work and that one does. See, if I move that to there, that works. But then this end then doesn't. This is actually infuriating. Yeah, again, doesn't fit. Don't know why. Probably never will. But that's the boat I'm in. Right, let's just make sure it's as even as it possibly can be. Right, railings. This is the one that's used over here, so that's the one we're going to use over here. We're going to separate the 2 properties with their railings, respectively, and we'll give them both their porches, as they should. And we will stick the upper rooms onto these. There we go. Oh yeah, we need to remove the connector here. I think I've just figured out what I did wrong with the other house back there. Yeah, I fully appreciate this house roof is sticking through. That will go away as I build some more. Just to get that out of the way here. Cool. Excellent. Now we put in some stairs. Now I'm going with the dark wood for these because the front is dark wood and I know the poles outside are white wood, but that is immaterial. Yeah, see, the porch doesn't even match, but hey. It's a small price to pay for the grand scheme of things. So, wooden standard walls. We need to put one in here, one up here, which we will wallpaper over. We need to separate the two properties between them, like so. This has a small garden space in between. Could I put the sunroom here? Because I mean, if you go out the back door of this house, that's literally all you're going to see. So it could have its own little storage area at the back more than anything. So we'll put the black bay windows on these properties. And the large floor at the top. Excellent. Yeah, the pre-combined glitches is going to be a bit of a mess. But it's going to be at least a manageable mess over here. I see what it wants to do. It wants to snap to the building next door. There you go. Excellent. Now we put in the top of the house. And then we put in the roof. Oh, for goodness sake. I accidentally fat-fingered the enter button. Excuse me. Small town kits and one large foundation. Okay, it kind of breaks if you stand too far over to the one side of the window. The view out the back looks fine though. So this house is mostly unaffected by the pre-comb issue, apart from here. So if you're on the right hand side of the house, it does. If you're on the left, it's fine. So we're going to put in the floor there, and then finish the roof. And rotate like so. Excellent. So we now have a terraced house. 4 terraced houses. That I reckon that's going to be pretty good for sleeping quite a few occupants of the settlement. Granted, I need to tidy up some stuff, like this concrete sidewalk here. I mean, most of this is pretty even. Let's remove this sidewalk curb. Let's sort the curb while we're here. So these are a touch too small. Okay, but I can just simply modify them myself. Yeah, that is snapped. So 1, 2. Correct the positioning. Okay, so that is now fixed, or at least in a good state of repair now. It's the problem with rotating is you can't quite get it perfect. You can get it as close to as possible. Yeah, so I'm going to use this sidewalk and then probably put a curb to smooth the transition out. Then I'll put one more curb in here. Raise it up just enough to match the plant pot in front. Then create a bit of an intermediary there so you've got a little step up. And that will conclude fixing the pavement. Let's decorate, or at least let's create this what's the word? Patriotic, that's it. Patriotic outlook. So they will have a Minuteman flag. These guys will be extra patriotic and have one right there. And let's light it up during the night. So put these cage wall lights in, because I do love these little caged wall lights. They create a nice little ambience. They're just a bit finicky to place. That's the thing. There you go. Yep. And one last one along here. I could almost give these entire row of houses addresses. Okay, these are not playing ball, like, at all here. So I'm going to have to position this one manually. One and two. Three. And last but not least, that's 4. There we go. So the terrace is now lit up. I'm going to put these fancy wall lights on the outside to give it some uniform looks with the rest of the this style of houses that I've built. That's it, and just there. 4 lights. Oh yeah, of course, because pre-combine's wrecked. That's it. Cool. We'll also give them some front doors while we're at it. Going to give them a tad bit of variety compared to some of the others. So we'll give this one the modern door, like the other ones. I want it to open forwards. Actually, that works better. No, of course it fucking doesn't. Like that. Okay, this house here need a equally nice front door. These are all greenhouse doors, what the hell? Where are all my good doors gone? I mean, that just looks disgusting. You know, I might just have to stick with these nice modern doors for all of them, because they look disgusting. Oh yeah, we do need to build a bank vault. That was one of the suggestions, to build a vault. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to go with these modern doors. You know, I think that actually looks good anyway, having these modern doors. I like that. And obviously we got that one over there. This house is still in need of construction. But this part of the settlement is pretty much looking complete at this stage. Well, we're getting there anyway. I think all that we have now is a bit of work on the main street. I do have a big plan for the main street, which I'll get onto probably in the next episode. We have that house there we need to remove and replace. I might create a military building there, because with all the houses we have, I think we may have enough to finish the settlement in terms of capacity, occupant capacity. So I think I may turn this one into like the warehouse, which has to come with every settlement. The armory and such. So we can have an armory. The house where Hartfield is stood, that needs to be completed. So I've got ideas for that. And I think there needs to be 2 more properties built over by the city wall at the other end, which will build the second tier up. I may put down a couple of 3-story properties down there. And then we just need to fortify the front and back entrances with infantry soldiers. And I think then we're good to go. I think this settlement will then be done. So there's this and that. The little project I'm going to do there. This place here. And I've got this house and possibly 2 more to do on the city front here. I might create a little maintenance area down here, like not a camp, but like a scavenger's little circle where people are tearing old crap apart and creating supplies for the nearby settlements. There's also a couple of beautification I need to do, like this part here, bit of grass here and there, complete this place overall. So we're nearly done, guys. You know what? I'm tempted to almost do the last couple of episodes live. So I could actually live stream finishing the last couple of bits of Jamaica Plain. Might be quite an interesting one. I might be able to meet you guys live and chat to you. I haven't done live streaming in a very long time though, so there is always that. I do love this place. It's really shaped up nicely. And I think we're getting close to finishing Jamaica Plain. But I'm going to go furnish some of these off camera. Create a bit of a personal look. I'm going to wait around. I'll just AFK in a hut or something and wait for some settlers to join. We'll give them beds and jobs and we'll make this place a little bit more vibrant, hopefully, for the next episode. But until then, thank you very much for tuning in. If you've watched this far, thank you very much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, spread the word, tell your mother, your father, your dog, your cat, whatever. If you have ideas for Minutemen names, please let me know. If you've got a preference on rank as well, then excellent. I might be able to put them. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with the same structure that I go with any of the ranks. Only a certain number of people can be high rank. Just to warn you now. But yeah, that is everything, guys. And of course, if you've got any thumbnails or such, or know somebody who can do me some thumbnails, I'll be glad to pay for the service and all that. So until then, thank you very much. I appreciate you tuning in. See you later. We out. Peace. Be safe.